All right, so those of you who are used to using your dock cam, I'm going to assume you know how to get that working, and I want to show you how you can use it with Screencastify to record a lesson, to do like math, for example, or handwriting, or anything that you would normally stick under your dock cam. You can do right here in Screencastify. So obviously, I'm in a new tab. It always brings up my Google search, and I'm recording this. So I'm going to go over here to my apps because I've already gotten inside my Google Chrome. I've already added the app Screencastify, or not Screencastify, but iPivo Presenter, and I think there's another one called iPivo Visualizer. If you can't get Presenter to work, this is supposed to be not supported anymore. But Visualizer is the new one, and it is. So whatever you need to use, or you're used to using, as long as it works, you use it. So get your video started, then click on Presenter or Visualizer. And if you have your camera plugged in, you're going to see what's underneath it. So this is my camera and a piece of legal paper, and there's my hand. And let's say that I'm going to do some math for today, and then you put the date or whatever you normally would do when you're working with your kids. And then let's say you're trying to show 3 groups of 3. So there's 3, there's a second group of 3, and a third group of 3, and you're showing when the 3 groups of 3 is the same as saying 3 groups of 3, and you can count them all up and get 9. So that means 3 groups of 3 equals or is 9 altogether. So again, however you normally would say what you're doing in your math class or your spelling class, okay, or your grammar class, don't forget to put your periods in, don't forget to underline, etc. If you're doing any number of other things that you could just show right here. If you're literally trying to show something with your phone, you can bring your phone up here, show that, and whatever you stick under your camera, it's going to be part of your video, which is kind of neat. And I didn't even remember to make this full screen, I believe. I guess that's as big as it goes, but you get the idea. So it's the same as putting it up on the TV in front of your room, except it's on the screen in front of your student when you make it into a video. And then they can review it as many times as they need to. If you're used to giving them the answers to the questions, and so this is just a blank when you start it out, like this. And then you ask them to guess the answer before you write it down, because obviously they're not in the class to give you immediate feedback. Then you say, okay, the answer is 9. Give yourself a pat on the back if you're right, that kind of stuff. Or send them a Google form with the questions that you've put down here after showing them how to do it, and let them fill out a multiple choice quiz and see if they know the answer. So lots of things like that could be done. So this is a quick and dirty, how can I use my document camera with this tool. The other thing you can do is use your iPivo or your Wacom tablet and write on your thing, but that's for another video. So here we go.